and welcome to Talk About It Tuesday. My name is Alexandra.
And I'm Angelica.
On Talk About It Tuesday, we talk about why our improvers are improvising in the first place, and it is all things theater. So, Angelica, what's up? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey there. How you doing there? I am one of the founders of This Is Improv. We started in 2015 while I was wrapping up college and used some of the skills we learned in college, learned some of the skills of Second City, and learned some other skills from other people, and really just used all of what we've learned over our life to create This Is Improv.
So, Angelica, what got you into improvisation in the first place?
So it really started for me in middle school, high school, when I started taking these after-school drama classes, and I was really shy, awfully shy, like so shy that I would go to shows in the theater and I would really clam up and get nervous because I didn't want the actors to look at me in the audience. So going to drama class and going to those drama after school programs really helped because I was the actor and I got to play around with doing different things. And a lot of what we did in those drama classes were improv games. And I didn't know it at the time. I thought it was just acting exercises, but those games that we learned, we really use in improv today, which was really interesting. And it was really fun to use my imagination. It was the first time ever that I got to use my weird thoughts in an actual environment where people could see and they reacted, and because it wasn't in a conversation, it was something that I was showing them and I got to have fun with. It turned out well and I got to be weird in front of other people.
Weird is good for us. Did improvisation, basically since you were high school, elementary school, really, I mean, it was ever going to be a lifelong journey for you?
No. I thought that honestly my dream in high school was really to be the first person to write a werewolf novel.
Yes, I remember.
And I know it sounds pretentious and there's a ton of werewolf books, but I used to watch all these documentaries on monsters, and they would say, oh, there's Dracula and there's Frankenstein, but there's not that pinnacle werewolf novel. So that's what I wanted to do. Then I went to college with that mindset, and it wasn't until college when I took a class with Mark Duncan and at Nova Southeastern University where I got to play some more. I didn't even think I was going to stay in theater until that class, and it really changed my mind. I found something really cool, and participating in the improv jams showed me that there's something past this. That's when I first learned about Second City and what they do, and I learned after that how improv can really help people, and that made me want to keep going with it and show it to other people and show them how they can open up and use improv for their life.
Is there anything that we can't tell about you just by looking at you? Now, this is a game that Angelica and I have played over many platforms. We've played it in Chicago and we've played it in Florida. And every time, normally it has to be something that we don't know about each other as well, which is really difficult because we live together. We're just in different rooms. We're tricking you guys. This is the exception. If I know about it this time, it's okay.
Good.
Okay.
Easier.
Like, wait.
Woo! I hope you can't tell this just by looking at me, but at the same time, I hope you can. I really love serial killer and creepy shows. I find it really relaxing to, after a hard day or a hard week, watch like true crime. True crime shows that are really dark, that have this intelligent murderer on the loose, like Hannibal Lecter. Oh, I listen to the Hannibal Lecter novels because I like audiobooks, and that was incredible.
Yeah, actually, Angelica is the one that introduced me to a podcast called My Favorite Murder, which is like so good. Angelica, when it comes to improv games, and this is always the most difficult one for our players, what is your favorite game and how do you play it?
The I Love game, which is really more of an exercise, but I really fell in love with it when I learned it. I learned about it when I took an IO intensive. So what we learned in the workshop was really focusing on long form. Mm-hmm. And I Love is a game where you talk about something that you love in a lot of detail. And I love the game because when you talk about what you love, you start to realize how much you've actually experienced and what you can actually bring to the table when you're improvising. So, for example, if you're working on something like long form, then you can bring in those different concepts that you love and keep them throughout part of your character. Or if you're working on short form, to come up with a quick idea, you don't have to think about something super out of the box. You can pull from your own experiences and what you really love and bring it into the game super fast. I also love the game because it helps a lot of people when when we're working with Improv for Life workshops. Mm-hmm. So people who play that game might not feel like they've experienced a lot, or, oh, I can't improvise, I can't talk to people, I have nothing to talk about, there's nothing interesting about me. But when they play the I Love game, they start to understand, wow, my world's a lot bigger, and I'm an interesting person, and I have things that I can talk to people about. So I really love the I Love game.
Yeah, that is a good game. It really helps with details and being able to quick think, I think.
Yeah.
When you're in a group. So that is a really fun game. Finally, is there anything you're working on that you might want to share with anyone, or is there anything that you would like the people to know?
You know that we're doing the improv workshops, and improv classes and writing classes. So that's something we're really working towards, and it took a long time to develop, and that's something I'm really excited about. I'm also working on improving on sketches and on plays that I've written in the past, like history lessons, which is fun. It pokes fun at history. And yes, I'm also working on my master's degree, which has me writing a game that should hopefully teach people some improv skills.
Thank you so much, sister, for joining me today on Talk About It Tuesday, where we talk about all things theater and improv. Don't forget to check on our online classes. Our summer camp is coming up. Go to www.thisisimprov.com and find out about us, because, we're people.
We're people with stories and things. Stuff.
My name is Alexandra.
I'm Angelica.
And we are...
This is Improv.
Oh, we got it! Oh! All right, we will see you...
Oh. Where's my taco? That's part of the deal, right? You do an interview and you get a taco at the end?
How do you turn this thing off?
You could Postmate it to me, maybe?
I need to end.
I live with you. You can make me one.
End the meeting. End.